Hey, Guillaume here again with MetaHelm, and today I'd like to talk to you about productized services. I got a question this morning on a call with a colleague of mine who was wondering how I came to productize several of my services and how to best go about it. And he said that the reason why he wanted to ask me this question is because he struggles to create productized services that are specific and customized enough to cater to people in his market. So first of all, quick definition of what is a productized services. A productized services is a package, pre-packaged service offering that no matter who you sell it to will always stay the same. And therefore offers many benefits, such as being able to publish the price on your website. So it's a public price that never changes, whoever the customer will be, either if it's a small, medium, or large customer, or somebody close to you or far away. And many great benefits from productized services, but one of the greatest benefits of productized services is that it accelerates the sales process. And even if people don't buy directly on your website, even if it requires a quick conversation, a productized services on your website will highly increase the sense of confidence that your clients have in your expertise, because they see that something that looks very well defined, that is clear, well packaged, at a price point that makes sense. And people go, that sounds like a great deal. It's actually, it looks like this person knows what they're doing. Because I have the guarantee that the budget will be what it is and the value will be what it is, and that is for me. Great. So that's one of the many benefits, and that's why productized services have been what consulting and coaching firms have been trying to do for a very long time. It's an ancestral question. In the last 32 years I've been in this industry, it was always discussed in several of the sales meetings or strategy meeting that we were having in many of the consulting firms I was with. Uh, so now that we have defined at the high level what is a productized service, how to best go about it if you are not sure, what to offer to your market. Say it's the first time you're launching you're relaunching, you're launching your business, or you've been doing just custom engagements for many, many years. And now you're thinking, maybe I want to change the way I sell things. I introduce myself to the market. Um, the 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 number one step, the number one thing is to avoid the temptation to overinvest in defining in a vacuum in your office and pre-packaging as much as you can. That's the number one mistake that I did for many years, and that I still do see many people in professional services do, is we want to make sure that the productized service that we're going to launch is going to be so perfect, so awesome, so great that we have the temptation to overinvest and spend a lot of time and really you know hire a designer to make it look good too soon, too much, and for too long. And this is a big problem because we're assuming that we have enough knowledge about our market. And even if you have been working as a consultant or coach or designer or whoever for many, many years, there's still blind spots, still things that you don't know. You don't know. In fact, it was the case for the colleague I was talking to this morning. He's been a consultant for many years, and still he struggles to really align this. So what do you do in that case? What do you do? Very simple answer. You go talk to your potential buyers, right? How do you do this? You schedule simple market discovery calls where you don't try to sell anything. You don't try to find an excuse to validate your productized service idea. You just scratch all of that and you go with a blank sheet and just ask candid, curious questions about what is going on in the life of your clients. What are they running into? What are the successes? What are the problems they're running into? And what have they tried before to fix this problem? And what else? What is it that they're buying to try to fix the problem or to try to engage or to have a better experience. It doesn't have to be a problem. It could be an experience. It could be something they're trying to do. That is not a pain point necessarily. Just they're trying to, improve something, or maybe they just want to go on a better vacation, and you have knowledge about, tourism in a special area, and you want to enhance their experience. So go candidly ask them, what is it that they're already buying, that they're already using? Where do they spend the money in trying to do that, right? So by doing so, what do? You just align and you just discover where people already spend their money. Just as simple as that. So it's really the first step. And in doing this, what you're gonna, the mindset that I want you to have as you approach this conversation is really the mindset of the beginner. Like, pretend you don't know anything about what you do. And that's, it sounds easy, but it's a little difficult because as experts, we know a lot. And that's the problem. That's the reason why most people fail with productized services, is that they think they know it all. They think that, yep, I know people want this, that. I'm going to put something, package it. I'm going to, spend a great deal of time organizing it, structuring it. I'm going to hire a designer to help me. I'm going to hire a copywriter. I'm going to hire an expert like Guillaume to make it snazzy and polish it. And then they realize that, oh, it's not something that people had budgeted for. It's not something, it's just not the way they would call it even. Even the name sometimes is something so important when you design a productized service, right? You discover the right name through these market discovery conversations. So a good example, and a recent story of mine, is when I launched Expert on a Mission, my coaching, my one-on-one coaching offer. If you go to metahelm.com services and go to Expert on a Mission, well, that productized service was born out of these kind of conversations. And I was able, with that mindset of, the blank sheet, I was able to just listen to the signs. In the previous video, I was talking about the signs, like what the world sends you signs, the market sends you the signs. And I was just able to listen to the signs around me that people needed one-on-one attention through something that could look like a coaching program. And here is how my first productized service design session went. I co-designed it with my first interested client. Someone said, well, yeah, I would need your help. And I want to do some more authentic marketing, which is one of the areas I specialize in with MetaHelm. One of the strategies I help my clients activate. And not quite sure I'm not even quite sure this is something that you do, Guillaume. And I said, well, let's get on a call and let's hear it. Like, why do you want to do this? And then in that 1 hour call, I shared my screen and I was able to, outline what the service could look like, right? And I said, is this kind of what, you were thinking maybe? And so it started with like a customized for this person, but always in the back of my mind, I thought, hey, maybe that's a good enough system that I can replicate and I can offer publicly. And then we started, and then next thing you know, because I was maybe connected to that mindset, and maybe because I had put my focus and attention on that particular service offering, productized service offering, another conversation came. I think it was a couple weeks after, and somebody uh, sent me signs that they needed also one-on-one attention, which again, it was not something I was doing at the time. I was only doing group programs and custom engagements, large organizations through custom consulting, right? So then I said, yes, I can probably help you. And then this person asked, well, do you have a description for this service? And I said, not yet, but if you give me 2 days, 48 hours, I might be able to put that on one page and show it to you. And the only thing I did was to document what I was doing with my initial first prototype engagement. And then I turned it into a 1 page, I think it was 1.5 page, presentation of what this would look like. And then the third time I thought, okay, well, let's not call this, just one-on-one coaching. Well, let's try to find it a name. And then I I imagine, I research, I brainstorm, and I gave it the name of expert on a mission because I thought, yeah, actually, what is this packaged offering about? It's about working with independent experts who who are really about finding authenticity in their business, aligning with their calling, and building a practice that is not only successful, but also it's a practice that they love because it generates the impact that they want, and it really aligns with who they are. It enables them to live the business life that they want. So great, let's call this expert on a mission, and so on and so on and so on. So I really developed, and I really encourage you to develop your productized service and start small. Don't invest too much. Do some testing, and then keep a business mindset also. Keep track. It's very, very important, and I'll probably cover that in another video. But keep track of how much time it takes you to develop the services. Keep track of uh, how much time it takes you to deliver this productized offering. This is really through that data, and tracking your data that you optimize your productized offering over the course of the life cycle of that product. I see so many people trying to make grandiose plans and having these ambitious expectations, and they have all those great outcome goals. Yeah, I'm going to design this productized offering, and it's going to generate so much, and yeah, and they do this really without knowing anything, and that's not authentic. That's like kind of lying to yourself or to your team. So instead of really pursuing something that does not exist, and really trying to look hard in some kind of crystal ball, if you have I don't have a crystal ball, but if you have one, please, I would love to borrow it from you. But instead of looking in the crystal ball of how great this product is going to be and so on, just start small and start building a trail, start building experience through developing that service. And then look at the past, because that's only when you look at the past that you can predict the future for your productized service offering. So I hope this video is helpful. I know this probably sounds like a different approach, different from what you've heard from other, so certain and assertive gurus and experts about helping that will promise to help you make 7 to 8 figure, numbers in 1 month. That's not what we do at MetaHelm. We're a little bit more realistic and honest with everyone, but hopefully that approach resonates with you and that's something you want to try. So if you're interested in this, don't hesitate to go on LinkedIn and find me, or on social media, or send me an email, contact@metahelm.com, and I'll be happy to follow up with you and help you develop amazing productized services. Thank you so much. I'll see you next time.